Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, Herd 37. So, we're in the DC-8, and we have this flight lined up right here. Little Rock, Arkansas, down to Puebla, Mexico. As you can see, 990 miles, actually a little over 1,000. No sitter star. And it pays pretty well, I guess, $395,000. The only problem is it's porcelain, so it's fragile. Not really good for this plane with us, but we'll give it a go. Alright. We're going to go ahead and fly this ourselves. I can't remember if we flew that in here or not. I don't think we did. I can't really recall because we got two of them. And I thought I had someone else do a job with one of these as well. Yeah, well, we obviously aren't there. We must have flown the other one to KBHM. That's the one we were in. We'll go ahead and load this up. It's a little over 1,000 miles. I don't know about the fuel in this plane. I'm going to put it for about 50% more than that. We're going to fly now. Yeah, it's fragile. Day flight. And we got to pick where exactly we're going to go. This is, I guess we'll have to pick a large one. There are medium, small. I saw one large. I guess is there only one large? There's a couple down here. So we'll pick 18. And we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody. Here we are in Little Rock. I'm hoping that's 22 right there. Because that's the runway we're going to be taking off on. I just redid Opus. I don't know if that's the real weather or not. I doubt it. Actually, yeah, let's go up here. We've got to do Control E to start it up. Let's see. Go ahead and turn on the beacon. It's been about a week since I've flown. I almost kind of forget where everything is. Let's go over to the engineers panel. Alright, for startup, they need to be top, top, then bottom, and top, bottom, and mid. Alright, this is how we need it for startup. So go ahead, we'll do Control E to start it up. I'll go through all the steps. I believe, isn't this the strobe position light? Let's look outside. Yeah, we got our lights that we need. She starts up. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the FMC. I can bring it up here. Here we go. Bring it over here to the left. 1601. Alright. We'll now go over to data. And flight plans. We got KLIT. MMPB. Let's go ahead and activate that. Execute. Departures and arrivals. We're going to take off on 22 right. No SID. And we're going to go straight in. There should be an ILS for 35. Are you going to tell me it's not? Alright. I thought we had it. Maybe there actually wasn't. No, it's not 35 anyway. It's 17. I'll use that. I hate trying to get through this FMC. It's not the one we typically like. 10 on the reserves. Cruise altitude. We're going to go for 34,000. Execute that, and I believe, isn't that all we really have on this type of FMC? Yeah, alright. Back to legs. Alright, so 22 right, well, we gotta set this up. That down. Go to that one. I'm gonna move down and try and look at this. FSX can't use the middle mouse button on this, you gotta hold it down. It goes flying. Thought it listed the actual heading on there, but it really doesn't. Alright. Got a few more things to set up. Alright. Pitot, heat. Anti-ice, we don't have to mess with that. I think that's everything up here, actually. Pull those two up. I'm not going to mess with that. It takes forever to get that freaking thing set up. I hate that. I don't know why it has to be like that. Let's put some trim into it. You don't actually know how much trim to put in. That kind of sucks. Anti-skid over here is on. And now we're ready for pushback. So that must be our runway over here. This is back and to our left. You can go down here and turn these autopilot switches on, servos or whatever. There we go. So I don't know, it takes forever to switch that on. It's just a reminder, we don't actually, you can see, we don't just go straight to it. Oh, you stupid thing. Could have made it easier, you know, to freaking use that. I hate it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the pushback right here. Because after you do it with that for a while, see how it just goes flying, so it's kind of annoying to try and use. Alright. Remember which the taxi light is. There we go. As I recall in our last flight, we actually did pretty well. So hopefully I can do that again. Like I said, I haven't flown in about a week. So I had some other stuff going on, other videos and stuff. There we go. This better be 22 right, or I've texted it. It looks like it's diagonal to us, though. I don't think this is 22 right. That's probably going to be 22 right over there. Should have taken that over there. Let's check out these signs. I'm pretty sure 22 right's going to be over there. Yep, 18 and 36. It's not quite long enough. 22 right's going to be over there. Alright, so we'll have to taxi down that runway just a little bit. That's alright. We just missed the, where we're going to go. Man, those engines, it's so crazy when they just burst out like that. There's nobody here. I don't know if we should put our strobe and landing lights on when we're just taxiing down it. Just for the sake of being able to be seen. More thrust here, and I did just move it barely. Figures that we wouldn't have been parked right next to it. It's like this runway is only like 7,000 plus feet, and 22 right is not a whole lot longer. I should have gone out further. It's only like 8,000 some feet, but I figured we want the longer runway. Even though this thing does get up fairly quick with its 4 engines. It's not bad or anything. Alright, landing lights are off, strobe is off. Set my views. They'll keep moving me over. I gotta try to remember too my center line, how to get centered. So that's just over to the left a little bit. Trying to get right on it slowly so I can jump back in and reset myself and look. Now it's just over here, just a little bit on that. Alright. Alright, so let's take this taxiway right here. Try and get her lined up. There we go. Should be. It's just a little over to the right. Daggone plane. So if I put the id right on the edge, it still says just over to the right. So right about there. Yeah, right there. Just want the taxi line just outside that little gray piece. Alright. Let's get the flaps coming out. Should be at 18. I'll check in just a second. We're taxiing quite fast. I think, yeah, 35. I don't know if it's 35 miles per hour when you're on the ground or if it stays knots. I don't think it does. So slow it down a little bit. Just kind of set those engines and kind of left it alone. There's a road literally right beside it. I think we can go ahead and arm this stuff though, can't we? Auxiliary nav. Because we're not engaging it, obviously, we're just arming it. I think that should be alright. Alright, we're going to be at the runway now. See, I just tapped the brake and that's what happens. It slows right down way too quickly. Those stupid engines. It sounds like I'm gunning it, but I'm really not. They don't sound like great engine sounds anyway. Alright, here we are at 22 right. We'll stop here, make sure everything is correct, and then we'll get on the runway. Check the traffic, nothing. Should all be on, right? Just want to make sure, because there's those triple switches. That's wing flood, we don't technically leave it on, we'll leave it on. Yes, those are on. Strobe comes on. Seatbelts, no smoking, doesn't really matter. It doesn't really apply since we're a cargo plane. We'll get out on the runway, check everything's configured correctly. And we'll be out of here. Alright, put it right here. Let's check the flaps. Make sure there are 2 notches, which I believe is 18. Yeah, 12, 18. I'm going to go ahead and arm this as well. There we go. Oxnav. Alright. Set up and let's go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to rev the engines a little bit before I get off the brakes. There we go. Not quite full power. Airspeed's alive. .80 knots. .120. 140. 45. Let's go ahead and rotate. Alright, positive rate. Gears coming up. Let's go ahead and fly out to the left. Let's get that nose up. Little 2 nose up and try and put it right around 3,000. Right, so she'll follow the map now. You can see its pitch is coming back. I really don't like that system at all. See there, it brings up the heading and then switches the heading and follows it. I don't quite like that. We need to pitch up more. Going too fast below 10,000 feet, but that's because you don't want to follow me. See, stupid thing. See, I don't think that works either. She will not go to 20,000 or 2,000 feet a minute. See, she just slides back. That's off. Let's go ahead and retract our flaps too. See, now she's pitching down. I don't understand why she fights me like this. Yoke for a second. So I've got that to 2,000. I don't think you're supposed to. You think you're supposed to leave it on vertical speed. But let's put it on control. See if she'll let me move it now. Gosh, she just moves back. It's utterly ridiculous. Now she's going to go flying up. And we're not even following this now. What in the world? I've forgotten everything, apparently. Now we're over 4,000 feet a minute. Alright, at least she's staying now. A little more thrust. We'll have to figure out why she's not following this again. Now she's going to... too much. Man, I can't believe our last flight was so well and I've forgotten apparently everything, but she doesn't want to cooperate. We're in auxiliary navigation. Servos are engaged. Disengage them for a second. Now we're going that way. No. Very odd while it's not, it just reset itself. I don't have enough hands to deal with all this crap. When she doesn't want to do what I want her to do. Let's move over to heading select real quick. And now, look at her. She goes to 4,000. It doesn't really make any sense. I'm having a hard time getting it to hold. I don't want to use altitude hold, obviously. I'm not sure which one of these works. Why you can... Like, that was on aux nav, but I switched that to heading, so that one actually works. Another oddity. Alright, so landing lights and taxi lights are all off. And now she wants to pitch up even more again. And somehow we're doing 330 knots while going at 5,000 feet a minute. And accelerating. Well, now we're coming down a little bit. Trying to get it to steady out, but she'll just take off going her own little way. Don't want to get going too quick. Let's see, if I switch this to aux nav, is it going to follow me? Going to follow it? See, she's coming over towards it, but will she follow it? Question. Wasco and Sisar. Okay, so hopefully it will go straight to Wasco. I don't know why Maddie or whatever it is, since FMC's already kicked that out. Now we're pitched. It's damn far down. This is infuriating. Yeah, and now we're getting an overspeed, so we're gonna get damage on our plane. Awesome, thank you, plane. And look how long it's on there. And now we're at 5,000 again. Are you kidding me? We got a ton of damage to our plane, I bet. It was up there for a while. It's infuriating that I can't get it to hold. Pull it back just a little bit. I mean, I add just a little bit, and sometimes she goes flying. Just make sure she doesn't go too far. Looks like we might have our navigation figured out. I don't know what the problem was. As far as I can see, I did it correctly. Alright, then all of a sudden did you see how she just goes up to 2 like that? It's ridiculous. And now she's gonna pitch down, so I gotta change that, although we're turning a little bit, so she'll lose a little bit like that. Alright, maybe, just maybe we have things figured out now. Because I'm trying to keep her right around 2 or so. Now see how she just was to take off. I don't know why. I wasn't moving it at all. It'd be great if she would just hold right there, right at about 2,500. I'll accept that. This is ridiculous, this plane. I still can't understand why the navigation wasn't working, but it appears to be working now. I have no idea why. I didn't do anything different. Going up on 18,000. Alright, so that is 2992. Up or range it a little bit. That she's going up to 3,000. Move it just a tad. Add a little thrust because we are slowing down. If that changes our pitch, it hasn't yet. Progress. Where are you? So expect us to be at around 2052. Pitch down just a bit. I thought this was our clock, but I don't think it is. Because that's already got it at 22. Now she's going up towards 4 again. So I'll back her off. Alright, well, I think I can handle it from here. Do 4x. Well, just, now that navigation, when I was having to do both, correct both, it wasn't working very well, but I think we've got it now. So I'll go ahead and speed it up. Be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, I'm going to cut back in here. As you can see, we're not too far out. We can actually see our runway coming up as our plane goes into another dive again. We were right on the glide slope, and now we're not, right as we cut back in. She doesn't like to trim very well, I'll tell you that. So I had to switch our approach. Hold on. Watching this. We're gonna get above the glide slope here. Come on. Drop down. Alright. We're a little bit above it, but she's coming down. So in our departure and arrival, I had to switch from VORA to VDM, or else it wouldn't give me that we were going to the airport or whatever, so I'm not sure what that was all about. Just go to 2,000 until we get back up on it. Bring back the speed a little bit as well. I just reset the altimeter and it dropped it way down. That's not good. We need to be at 9,300 feet, so basically 6,000 more feet. Oh, wow, in 16 miles? That's not good. We need to go ahead and slow her down. Oh, I reset the altimeter and oh, we went. That glide slope says that we're way off now. That's just fantastic. Let's check this airport out here, mainly the elevation. 7,300 feet. All right. So basically 7,000 feet below us, and it's in, I don't know exactly, maybe 16 miles. By the way, partway through the, oh, okay, now we're back on it. It's getting above us. Come on. This thing is really hard to trim. I'm using the buttons on my joystick, by the way. Hear that clicking. Trimming up, it clicks. Trimming down, it doesn't. I don't know why that is. Okay, don't pitch up too much. Add a little bit more thrust. Too slow. Alright, she's glide slope's coming down, so we'll try and go down with it. Alright, we're pretty much on it. I'm gonna add a little more thrust up because we're slowing down a little bit too much. Move our range down here. It's only at 20 right now? Wow. Alright. Anyway, we're right on the glide slope, so that's actually really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and turn on our landing light. Well, there's our taxi light. I guess I don't have to. It's just so, I'm going to go ahead and turn the landing lights on as well. Just in case this plane makes it really hard at the end, we'll already have those on, because it's only 2,700 feet after we hit 10,000 anyway. Pull back on the thrust a little bit. I don't want to get too fast. Partway through, it went off the navigation again. Like everything was going great, and it was following, and then all of a sudden it just kept going out to the left down here. It just went like that, and then I switched it to heading and back to OxNav really quick. I just saw the flash, and that was really awkward. We actually need to get down because that VOR, that's in 8,500 feet, not 7,300. So let's get down. I'll pull back on the thrust. And drop the gear. Because that can't be more than 10 miles away. I think we're going to have to go around. That arc is at 10, so it's maybe 8 miles out. About 1 notch of flaps. There's the runway. We are high. Expect that. We need to get down. It's about 3,000 feet below us right now. Autopilot is off. I have control. Another notch of flaps. Speed's coming way down. It's kind of surprising. Might want to just go ahead and go to full flaps. Our speed, I don't know how our speed came down so quickly. We don't have time to really set our heading or anything. We are at full flaps. Our speed is coming down, way too quick. If I can keep it around there. Can't quite make out the runway, now I can. Okay, we're about 1,500 feet above it right now, so I'm kind of surprised it's saying that we're so high. And that stupid beam. Part of the air. We gotta be low now. Yeah, just at the wrong time, part of the plane was blocking it. At like the worst time possible. Okay, we're on it. Don't have to freak out too much. Don't really know the proper landing speed is one problem though. It's probably higher than that, so. We'll probably just fly it, basically almost fly it down to the runway at this speed. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, really. Alright. The only problem is that overspeed from the beginning. Where we retract the flaps. It was actually a really nice landing, it felt like. Looks like everything is outside. Yeah, there's what buildings they have right over there. That sucks because the airspeed, or overspeed, is what's going to get us now for the damage. It's going to damage the plane and the cargo, I'm afraid. And it seemed like when it was doing it, it was up there for a while, saying that we were overspeeding. It's just because it was like system overload. I was having to do the navigation, trying to fix that, and our altitude, our pitch, and everything, and there's just too much to handle, and it got away from me. That's why we have co-pilots in real life. And you know in real life how to actually fly the plane. Although, I mean, I've actually done pretty well. It's just little things like that is what I haven't been able to get correct just yet. And having to get on and off the engine so much just to get it to go. Okay, we need to stop here. Oops. Stop that. We can get our landing lights and everything off. Strobe, you come off, and we're ready to go park. I just move it a little bit, and it's. I shouldn't worry about that. It sounds bad because it sounds like I'm just gunning the engines. I'm not. I'm just barely moving the throttle, and it's making it huge. It goes way up or way down. So it kind of sounds ridiculous. Just so you all know, I'm not gunning the engines and doing that. That's what it probably sounds like. But I assure you I'm not. We're just going to pull straight ahead. Whoa. Come back. That was kind of odd. Didn't want to turn back. Alright. Just pull straight ahead. Like I said. Should be right on the line. Now we're over to the left when we do it. I can't figure it out, folks. I put myself exactly where we're at this. Now we're right on it. And it's on the left. It was supposed to be on the right. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. Oh, by the way, there is the compass. I've never pulled that up. I don't know how to get there again. Alright, we'll just take a look outside. Screw it. Because I didn't really see where parking line was. I was messing around. Come on. There we go. We'll stop right here. There we go. On the parking brake. I thought I could get back behind this, but I can't. There we go. Alright, that's all we really need to mess with. Turn off the taxi light. And the beacon. That's, really... See, now how are these nav lights on? I thought they were coming on with the beacon or something. No smoking, emergency lights. Huh. Can't recall. That's the pitot. Heat. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, how do you get those off? I thought it would come on with a beacon when we were at the airport, because I looked at that. Yeah, I don't know. But it's alright. Let's go over to Air Hauler and get paid. Alright, here we are. It's actually didn't damage the cargo. That's very nice. Very glad about that. Oh, look, she got right out of there. That's nice because today when I started up was generating jobs, and I swear it must have taken 15 minutes. It was ridiculous how long it took. Oh, look at that. It went down to 96%. I thought I had all my jobs done, all my AI jobs, and didn't realize it was actually this plane. That's why it's in Little Rock. I did not realize that I had 2 jobs that my AI pilot, I forgot to take him down because it was 2 jobs going to Little Rock, so I had to do it manually. So I thought everything was done, so I didn't even check in for a couple days. I checked in, and I saw them there, and I was like, well, how do you... Because I know you can cancel them. They were already expired. So I hit delete, they went off. I said, all right, that's fine. And so I thought they were canceled. And then I came back a day or 2 later, and there they were again. I was like, oh, man, they didn't get deleted. So I finally got them done. I don't even know if we made money on them. But it docked us 4%. I can actually check that because that was the last thing that was done before me. It was me. 26 and 78. Oh, this is all the rent stuff. Crap. Here's the failed one. So we got 29 and 41 grand. So we probably barely made money, if anything, on that one. Let's see how much we damaged this plane with that stupid overspeed. I couldn't help. Damaged it 5%, I think. That really sucks. How much does it cost to repair it? $776. Alright. So we made 300 some, so we're lost about 400 grand on that job. But it wasn't my fault. I couldn't do anything. It was just overload. I couldn't do the nav, fix the nav and the pitch at the same time. Now see, it's I don't know if it's generating jobs again or what was doing, but see how long it takes sometimes. See, I don't think there's anything in Puebla we can fly back on. There's nothing at the other where the other DC-8 is, so I might have to have both of them moved so I can do other things if there's pilots around. Puebla, there actually is jobs. Oh, that one only pays $500 though. Jackson, is that Jackson, Tennessee? Juneau, we are not flying 2,800 miles in this. Oh man. Oh, that's a different Pueblo. That's Pueblo, Colorado. Why would Pueblo, Colorado? Alright. I thought it said that was the shrimp. Yeah, it is. Pueblo, Colorado. You do not take shrimp to St. Martin. It's kind of funny. Is that Jackson, Tennessee, I'm guessing? That's not Tennessee. Jackson, Mississippi. That's where it is. Not Jackson, Tennessee. Jackson, Mississippi. So we might do that. We got 30 hours. That pays 215 grand. Not too bad. It sucks again that it's fragile. That kind of sucks. So that'll probably be our next flight. That way we don't have to have anybody move anything or anything. It'll be all set up for us. Then there's actually a Jackson job. Let's see what that does. There's 2 Jackson jobs. Oh, and that one's got. Oh, that's. I'm not going to LA. I'm not landing there. And that one goes to Chicago. So we'll probably have to have it moved because I'm not flying that into LA. There's no chance of that. and Chicago just doesn't pay enough. All right, but that'll be Puebla to Jackson probably in the next episode. If I can get it done, I should. We got 30 hours or so. So that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys on the next flight.